Ooh la la world. So, lovely Sunday afternoon to you all. I'm doing some watering in the garden, and basically I got inspired. So, this will be about companionship, right? So, I was mentioning already, not not everyone should like you, and not everyone, not you should not like also everything, and it's accepted as it is, and that's fine. Not everything is forever. So, as I said, think about in terms of frequency, like. Let's say when you go out, when you go clubbing. So let's assume that you like certain genre of music, right? When you go festivals or anything. And once you visit these places, you go to like people, all right? So you hang around them and you're having fun because you're between, someone who likes similar things as you are, and wow, how amazing, And that's fine, the same way plants are. So not all the plants, you can put them together. Okay? They don't like each other. Alright? And it is fine. So if you put, let's say, something in between, alright, so let's see from my sombrero. Let's say on the sides we are having big trees, alright? Big trees break the winds, and give shelter, let's say, for birds and, for fruits or nuts or whatever that might be. Alrighty? And next to it, you can have a little bit grass, bushes of, I don't know, different things, flowers. And then, you can have a meter distant. And then you can have tomatoes or, wild plants or anything, teas or some medicinal plants or anything. So let's say in a small area, in 10 by 10, so you can have, already such a varieties. How amazing. But they are not they're there, they will protect it, but they don't like each other. Once you plant them one next to the other, they kill each other. I mean, one overpowers the other and that's it. One survives. So the stronger one, right? Or the one that dominates. So in terms of, you see how nature does this, and it's fine, and underneath the ground, it's a root system, we said, right? And once you need something, you contact the fungi, says to the, hey, look, he needs some juice, he needs power, he needs, whatever that might be. So natrium, phosphorus, kalium, all right? So what plants might need, all right? NPK is the main thing. So again, this is something, if I'm using some terms that you're not familiar with, and you find it like, oh, this might be interesting, do your own research. And have you ever wondered again of the term research, right? So search has been done. So all the questions that you're asking throughout life, there is answer to it for all. Think about, since we count time, 2026 years that we are writing, population, how many people? Imagine thinking time that you had throughout life, times how many people throughout evolution, times, question the possibilities that someone, had a similar or the same situation that you did. Ooh, you see? Well, big possibilities, big times, exactly. So for every question, there is already an answer. And the answer, so everyone is asking these questions. Oh, what, and what, and I don't know, and what? Yeah, well, guess what answers are there? So, did you find them? Or, you see, are you asking the right questions? This is the thing. So, nature does it. It just does it. It keeps it quiet. When someone needs help, it delivers. When it's danger, informs. Even humanity. Alright, when something is happening, what does Mother Nature do? Alright. So, we said fire, alright? As an example, fire can warm a family, give barbecue and, good times. Same way, burn a village. So, why are these things, important? So, let's say, once you burn something, alright? dust to dust, all right? So it's antibacterial. I don't know how much you know about ash, beneficial things about it. You know, it's the new beginning. So also extreme colds and stuff, you know. What happens with bacteria? All right, they are put to sleep. All right, they're not killed. All right, they're put to sleep. All right, to a safe level, and then, you know, you have like a clean, sanitized environment. All right, and season does that. Wow, all of them fall. You know, it's wonders. It's something most beautiful. You know, leaves falling, and it's just. But you get the idea. So as you said, you know, you have a tree throughout life. You know, let's say apple tree or anything, any tree. All right. So throughout season, it has different purpose, right? It's the same tree. You know, flowering, bees, and then, you know, fruiting. All right. So children eating, you know, like you harvest it, you make jam, you make booze, you eat them fresh, you prepare cakes, you know, it's just the time passes. It's the same thing, doing different things, and you know, over the winter and stuff, you know, you might actually warm yourself up, you know, you cut some logs and, you know, preserve them and stuff. Or you're using it for smoking, like meats and stuff, or, you know, different purposes. So what you can use wood for, you know, carvings, you can use it for constructions, you can, like, use your, it's endless, alright? So you see? And what it does, so it only shows us all this. All you have to do is just observe. Right? And what is tree telling you? It's not telling you, hey, why are you looking at me? You want something? Or you get it? You never get that. You touch it, it calms you down. It's, you know, it grounds you. When it's rainy, windy, you know, it protects you. You stand underneath, you feel safe. Have you ever wondered? How wonderful, yeah? Ooh la la. Alright, that's that. Okay. It's just a thought that, you know, watering garden brought you. So enjoy, alright? And have fun, yeah? Life is about you, don't worry. So, and yeah, enjoy. It's just a play. Play. You've never played before, you know, it's all about having fun and raise your frequency. I always say, you attract stuff like that, and, you know, that has always been a thing, and it will be. You're aware of it or not, you know, it's something that happens, you know. As I'm repeating, Nikola Tesla, you know, was talking about this. So, however that crazy might sound, you know, it's proven scientifically. So, well, you know, and imagine, so have you seen the picture of Nikola Tesla? You know, let's say in Serbia, 100 dinars, all right? It has not much value, but there is Nikola Tesla's photo, and hold on a second. Cannot turn off the water. All right. So, and his photo, so I just never mind. So he stands like this, and you know, if you look at the photo, what does it say? You know? He's not saying anything. He's thinking. Well, interesting, isn't it? Yeah. So I think you're having the best Sunday ever, like I do. I'm out. Ooh.